Okay, one of the keys to taking good pictures is being aware of light. Now, early this morning, I shot a picture of the house behind me. The sunlight was coming from over there and lit the house from the front. It showed all the details. But now we have light coming from the side. Now, this is some of the more flattering lighting for people and/or houses, cars, or puppies. Now, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to take a picture of the house. Now, what I just did was, I have the shadows of the trees there, I have the trees above, you see the beautiful green, you see the blue of the sky. There's a lot of personality to this house now. If you're selling your house, this is a key. Same thing with shooting a car. Put it in the right light. Take it from different angles. Show personality. Everything, every picture should be approached as doing a portrait, whether it's a picture of a flower, a kid, a dog, a house, a car. Remember, do it as a portrait. See the personality that light creates. Nice flowers. I like the lighting on there. Okay, got an interesting angle. I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Still interesting picture. Okay, now I'm going to try something a little bit different. First reason, it's always interesting to take a picture from another angle. But you might have noticed we have this trailer in the background. That distracts from the image. I got the flowers, yeah, but, you know, it's a boring image that throws the eye off. Now I'm coming over here, and what I'm doing is I'm coming down like this, and I have the green in the back of the flowers. Now I'm going to try a little variation on things. I'm going to try with my flash and the light. Now remember I said before about getting an on-camera flash? The camera will set up the exposure for you. I've put this on here, I've put it on automatic, the camera will compensate for the two different types of light. Okay, I did that. I'm going to come in a little bit closer. All right, now I'm going to try something else. When we're shooting a lower light like shade, the camera shutter has to stay open a little bit longer. With the shutter open, sometimes the camera picks up just a little bit of shake. So let's avoid that. Here's a little tip. First of all, be aware of gravity. Okay, while these tripods are designed for tabletop work, they also function for outdoor. I am now using this to steady the camera. I push it back against myself. And there, I've compensated for camera shake. I've given two different lights. I've eliminated distracting background. And again, I've done it from different angles. So remember, if a picture is interesting to you, walk around, see it from as many angles as possible. Now, I also shot this early in the morning. Again, be aware of light. Light creates personality, no matter what camera you have. Inexpensive or professional, light creates personality. Let's address a common problem in taking a photograph. The right lighting, the right angle. Now this is a passable picture, but we're in shade here. The light's coming from the side. It's not so flattering to the house. The angle's off, the sky is washed out. It's just not an attractive picture. Now if we wait for the correct time to take the picture and take the time to compose the picture, we're going to get a much stronger image. Now, we've addressed composition. What we've done is we step back a little bit. The green of the lawn leads up to the house. The sky is a deeper blue. There's more green to the trees. The color's in harmony. The house is in harmony. It's just a matter of being patient, walking around your image, and coming up with the correct composition. Okay, we're going to address the patience issue here. We saw some nice flowers. We took the picture, and it's okay. But we have a distracting trailer in the background. The foreground is there. What can we do to eliminate this? Ideally, we could ask them to move the trailer, but it wasn't my trailer, there was no one there to ask, so I decided to approach it by taking another angle of this. We've come in a bit closer. The flowers are a bit bigger, they're a bit more noticeable, but we still have some distracting images in the background. The lighting is a little bit better here. The lighting is a bit more even. This picture works in the sense that the green and the yellow complement each other, but it's still not that appealing a picture. All right, we've come even closer on this now. In coming closer, we've eliminated the trailer a little bit, but it's still distracting. Now the colors are harmonizing. That's making it stronger. We're getting something that's starting to work here. Now here's another common problem. We've come in too close, and the foreground is out of focus. The background is in focus a little bit, but we're still dealing with the angle of the trailer and the lighting. We need to work at this a bit more. The picture is getting much stronger now. The lighting is a little bit better. The colors are really beginning to harmonize, but we have the distracting top there. So again, now we have to work at the angle a little bit. All right, here's a common error even professionals make. I didn't change the setting on this. I came from a different angle and now the exposure is completely off. But this is a digital camera and we could always delete this image. Okay, now our patience has paid off. We've got a strong image here. We've got the colors harmonizing, the light is nice, and the composition is very strong. We've eliminated all challenging details in the background. The focus works. This is an image that you could be proud of. Okay, now we've tried something a little bit different. We're working with more of a horizontal angle here. It's working again. The colors are nice, but now we have the distracting detail of the earth to the lower right-hand side and the building at the top of the picture. Okay, we've changed our angle here. We tried something a little bit different. Instead of letting the background be a distraction, we've begun to work with it a little bit. We have the flowers off-center to the left, and we see a trail leading up behind the flowers, and there's something now that it begins to work a little bit. We play with the angle, and now we tried a different angle on the angle. The color's a little bit off here, though. We're working with the shade, so we've begun to lose our harmonious colors. All right, we began to get experimental here. We tried to use our flash, and you know what? It just doesn't work. The colors in the front are washed out, the background's a little bit too dark. Don't use your flash in this case. We've adjusted the flash a little bit here. The colors are a little bit less washed out. The background, even though it presents a little bit of a challenge in the composition, provides an interesting shape back there. It works a little bit. Okay, here we finally have the right light. The yellow pops out, there's detail in the leaves, it's very strong. In fact, the color and the lighting works so well on this that even though we have the distracting background, it's a picture that jumps out at you and it overcomes that challenge of the bad background. This is the picture. We've walked around, we've tried different angles, we've stood up, we've lain on the ground, we've tried the flash. What we've done here now is we've come in very close. We've got the right light, we've got the right composition. The flower dominates the image. You can see the tulip. This is a very strong image. The background is dark enough, it's out of focus. It brings in, it really snaps the foreground. This is what attracts the eye. This is a picture you could send to a greeting card company.